So you're new to Guild Wars 2 and you're not exactly sure how the characters work or which class you should pick. So you can pick any of the races you want, and they don't have anything that makes them special. It's really just your preference. There is a bit of story difference, but besides that, you won't have different stats or anything like that. You can read a bit about each of the races down here at the bottom of the screen, and pick the best one you like. Although, Azura is Master Race, so once you've picked your Azura, you can pick whichever gender you want. I'm just gonna go with female. And then here you go into the class screen. So there's many classes to pick from, and it can be a bit confusing when you start out and you're not sure. So I would suggest, if you're just starting out and you don't know how this game works, to pick one of these three classes: Warrior, Ranger, or Necromancer. Those three are the easiest to learn and the easiest to get a hang of, although all of them are equally powerful in-game and can be kitted out in various different ways, either for power, condi, or even support. Yes, even a support thief. They're actually semi-sorted by difficulty to learn. Warrior, Ranger, and Necromancer are the easiest to get a hang of and the easiest to learn the rotations of in-game, whereas Revenant, Engineer, and Elementalist are the hardest to learn later on in game and have more things to keep track of. Each of the classes are divided into armor weight, so Warrior, Guardian, and Revenant all have heavy armor. Ranger, Thief, and Engineer have medium armor, and Necromancer, Elementalist, and Mesmer have light armor. This doesn't affect much in the game, besides the fact that if you get ascended pieces of light armor, you obviously can't put them on a warrior or a thief, but you can easily transfer them and swap them around between your elementalist or necromancer. Revenant, as you can see, is locked on this account, which is a free-to-play. If you'd like to play as Revenant, you can do so by purchasing the Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire expansion, or I think about $20. It goes on sale pretty frequently. I myself prefer Necromancer. It can be a real powerhouse in just normal power, or it can go condi or even support with the support Scourge. However, as I said before, all of the classes are very useful and can be kitted out in various different ways to be a support or a power, depending on whichever one you like. Next, you go into the character creation, where you just get to customize the general look of your character. Now, once you've created your demonic Dobby, the voices in her head telling her to kill are probably getting pretty strong and you should probably move on. Whatever you pick here doesn't really matter. It's just an aesthetic choice. They unlock skins that can fit for any light armor character, and you basically just go by what you think looks best. Next is this. You can pick charm, dignity, or ferocity on how your characters act, which wasn't actually implemented into the game. So you can just pick whatever you want and just go with that. This is your first story choice. It'll affect your personal story that you'll go through as you level up to level 80. This is your second story choice. The same as the first, it will affect some of the missions and story parts that you go through as you make your way to level 80. This doesn't really matter. It's just personal choice again. You can read little bits about these and they'll appear in your home instance. And finally here, this is where you can name your character and then be sent on your way to Tyria to finally feed your character's bloodlust. So let me just name. There we go, perfect. And I could just get next and go on the way to Tyria. But actually, I'm thinking that she's a little bit too powerful for Tyria, so I might end up sending her back into the void. But anyway, I hope this helped, and I hope you have a fun time playing Guild Wars 2. See ya!